Hello, YouTube. I'm Vince White. I'm an employment attorney, and on this channel, we answer publicly posted questions from YouTube users, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. I apologize. I'm eating grapes. I'm so hungry. We have a question here from YouTube user. Let me find it. I can do it. YouTube user Buddy Scott. And Buddy Scott asked us, it's not really a question, it's more of a statement, but I thought it was kind of useful to discuss. Buddy Scott said in a comment, my attorney dropped me when she found out no mediation. Now, two possibilities there. One, that could have actually been the deal, right? Like, I don't know if Buddy Scott hired an attorney just for mediation, and that was the deal they had, or maybe Buddy Scott hired an attorney just for a settlement only, which I think is a terrible idea, but people do it all the time, and people get really mad at me when I won't do it. But that being said, I think it's a terrible idea, but maybe he did it. Maybe that's what Buddy Scott hired the attorney for. And so it might make sense when settlement wound down and it's clear there's not going to be any mediation, there'd be no settlement, that attorney got off. That is completely legitimate. That could have been the deal, that they arrived together as consenting adults who made a business contract called a retainer agreement, right? For services of an attorney. That could be. But judging from the fact that Buddy Scott is commenting about it in a somewhat lamentable or annoyed tone on the internet, I suspect Buddy Scott's not happy about it. So I suspect, because I suspect Buddy Scott's quite a good human being, that probably wasn't the deal, right? And I do see this. I do see this out of employment attorneys, and I hate it. There's a lot of attorneys who will sign cases, and then once it's clear there's not an easy settlement, cut the case. This is not the same necessarily as a case that's not what you thought it was, right? Like, there's a lot of people who try to like hire employment attorneys, like, it was this, it was that, it was discrimination. And then you find out that you were like, that your client was like throwing cherry bombs at people in the warehouse. Right? Was it discrimination? I don't know. We'll never know because you're a monster, right? Like, it could have been discrimination. Those people could be very racist, but it's going to be hard to tell because they have a good, legitimate reason to hate you, right? Stop throwing explosives at people. Wild stuff happens in this field. So, there's definitely cases that get dropped because they're not what you thought they're not what you thought the case was. Your facts are not what that was represented, or even just like the clients hire you because they're like, yes, I would like $80,000, please. That would be a good settlement. And the attorney's like, well, I think I can do that for you. And then the client signs the retainer. They're like, ha ha, gotcha. I want 30 million. And the attorney's like, okay, well, that's not gonna happen. Right? Like, I don't think I can do that for you. And for whatever the facts of the case, the way the damages are calculated, whatever it is, they're just like, that's not going to happen. So I got to cut bait here. I mean, I'm not going to just pour resources into a case where you're never going to be happy. And I don't think it's a good case for trial. I think I can get you 80 grand today, but I don't love the way you behave under questioning. So I'm not comfortable with that. That's a conversation too. Now, I'm giving all these excuses for the attorneys, but I suspect, from the way Buddy Scott commented, none of these things happened. I suspect this was an attorney who signed up a case. She said, listen, buddy, come on, I'm going to help you. We're together in this, right? And then maybe it sounds like the employer declined mediation, and Buddy said yes, and the employer said no, and the mediation was canceled, and this employment attorney was like, well, this case is going to be actual work now. I'm going to have to actually do the time, put the hours in. I don't want that. And yeah, this attorney might have just pieced out on Buddy Scott. And I think that is gross AF. I can't swear anymore. The powers that be have spoken. I can't swear anymore. We'll see. So, buddy, I'm sorry you experienced that. If it was for legitimate reason, if that was the deal, then I'm not sorry. But if it wasn't, if this was just kind of a, I don't think I can use the phrase shyster. I think the phrase shyster might be a hate term if you dig into the history of it. But a charlatan might be a charlatan. So I'm sorry about that. I hope you find good representation, and I wish you luck. And I am sick and tired of attorneys just dropping cases because they're not going to be easy settlements. So I made 5 minutes of just commiserating and talking around Buddy's situation, and I'm not sure it helped anyone, but it might. It might. If it did, like, subscribe, comment down below. It helps me to help more people just like you. Take care.